Do Retry Chapter 16, titled The Final Fight. It starts off where we left off the last chapter. Yuhi saying, "Come at me if you want. I'll teach you just how pointless a strong heart is." They start walking towards each other. Yuka steps in front of them and says, "I suggest we pick this up tomorrow. In fact, I insist." Ayo questions her, saying, "Why tomorrow?" She says to Yuhi, "The boy not only ate a lot of shots yesterday, but took on this dangerous mountain trek with hardly any sleep. If you're going to break his spirit, do it on a level playing field. That is, if you're still a boxer. I'll send a message. They'll tell you what time and place." Ayo asks her, "Why are you butting in?" She tells him to fall back. There's no rush. If you rush in there, you'll never be able to stand again. For now, prepare for your final fight. She looks at Ayo and thinks, "You really are a spitting image of Yuhi." Then there's a flashback where it looks like their mother is hitting Yuka with a broomstick, saying, "Why can't you do something so simple? Yuka, you're the heir to this house. Why can't you be more self-aware?" Then Yuhi jumps in front of her and says, "Quit bullying my little sister. She clearly doesn't like it." The mother says, "You're an outsider, so quit trying to act like your siblings. Listen, if you don't straighten up your act, this impure blood will snatch control of the family from you." Yuka says, "Day in and day out, they push me around. I'm so sick of this house." Yuhi says, "Then let's leave together." Yuka says, "But the people of the estate will chase us." He says, "Don't worry, I got my boxing." He goes on to explain that's what he's been doing at the gymnasium. It made him realize that with a strong heart, you can do anything. So don't worry, leave everything to me. You can make it out if you reach the other side of the shore. The night they try to escape, it looks like the estate chases them. Yuhi beats up most of them. You see 5 bodies on the floor. The mother pops up behind Yuka with a sharpened bamboo stick and stabs her in the face, saying, "I shouldn't have left the house to you after all." It looks like they still escape. They're on a boat. Yuka says, "Don't cry. I was able to escape thanks to you, Yuhi." Yuhi says, "I want to be stronger so I can protect you and protect everyone." She says, "Then this boxing thing, become a champion. I'll support you from behind the scenes." Then it jumps back to present day. There's a boxing ring with people standing around the ring. Ayo says, "I didn't think there would be a ring here." The smuggler who brought them to Yuhi says, "We've been building it for a few months since Yuhi came here. We thought his heated matches might change the sour mood of this world." Then out of nowhere, Kuroiwa throws boxing gear at Ayo. He says, "The boss sent me a telegraph. I brought you all your usual gear. Hurry up and get changed." Yuka asks Ayo, "Are you nervous?" He says, "Yeah, it goes without saying. I never thought I'd be fighting my dad after all, but I'll do it. I need to make dad see Akari." Then we see a panel of Yuhi in a rowboat headed towards the island. Before he gets anywhere near shore, he says, "This will do," to the person rowing the boat. He says they're not even close to shore yet. Yuhi punches the water and completely parts the whole ocean with one punch. This is crazy. The smuggler brings him his gloves. He gets in a ring and stands face to face with his son. For a man who hasn't eaten in days, or however long he was at the island, he is ripped. Ayo says, "Dad, if I win, you come back home with me." He agrees, but says that won't happen. The fight begins. Ayo starts swinging wildly. The smuggler points out that those wild swings won't get him anywhere. Kuroiwa explains that he's throwing those punches with one goal in mind, to bait out and counter with those big swings. He points out that Ayo came a long way. Ayo says, "Dad, if you don't intend on punching, then you can keep it that way. But me, I won't stand still. I'll keep moving forward." Yuhi says, "Ayo Zora, I want you to understand, even if you move forward, it only brings you pain." He throws a punch, connects with Ayo's fist, and completely shatters his glove, the ring, and everyone around the ring with one punch. He destroyed the ring and his entire glove. I don't know how his fist isn't broke. Kuroiwa says, "What kind of power is that?" Yuka says, "That is the strike of someone who knows the most brittle part of a physical object, the ability to figure out the core of any item's construction and force it to collapse. In short, the power to break spirit." Then the chapter ends. Wow. With one punch, he destroyed a glove, the entire boxing ring, and sent people flying with one punch. Ayo is leagues away from his father right now. He might be in over his head with this one. Thoughts, comments, concerns, let me know down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Are you a fan of Hell's Paradise? I'm also reviewing that manga. If you'd like to watch my reviews on it, click the video on screen. Bye.